Let's talk about it. The shorts.
Talk about it.
The anti-network. Dr. Komar in the building. Brother Jay in the building. How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, man.
Good.
Hey, we straight to it, man. Another topic to talk about, and we finna talk about it. Fort Worth, Texas. Young lady found herself defending herself in her home when she seen what I believe was a 14-year-old who was trying to burglarize her home, or at least that was allegedly.
A Fort Worth woman who shot and killed a teenager she says was breaking into her rental home told us today how the incident has changed her life.
But the brother had lost his life in the process. 14-year-old at that.
Police have not filed charges for the shooting, and they plan to submit the case for a grand jury review. Aaliyah Wallace talked exclusively with Fox 4's Sean Rabb, who joins us now live. Sean.
Dr. Komar, this is around your neighborhood, Fort Worth, Texas, man. We got a back end of the story.
Aaliyah Wallace bought a gun to protect herself and her family, she tells me, after a rash of break-ins in her apartment. Those happened while she and her family were not at home. But on December 14th, twice that day, while she was home with her kids, someone tried to get in.
Young lady who said she was doing some things around the house. She heard that window open. She went to it, and it's the room with her 8-year-old. She had that joint, and she blew him down.
I was cleaning my living room, sweeping my floor, and I heard her window start going back up. So I went and I looked in the hallway, and I could see him standing at the window lifting it up, and I just shot.
What's your thoughts on this, brother? But wait, here's a part of the video.
Gunshots that killed 14-year-old Devin Baker at the bedroom window of Aaliyah Wallace's 8-year-old daughter early morning, December 14th.
It's bothering me that he was a kid.
The incident happened not long after police left Wallace's home after responding to her 911 call about someone trying to break into her duplex.
So I called him at 1:22 a.m. We talked for like 30 minutes. They did a report, took pictures of everything, and then they left.
I believe there were reports that you had been burglarized or attempted burglaries before?
Yes, I have like 3 or 4 police reports before this night.
So what has happened since this incident?
The apartment called and told me that I was not supposed to have a gun at all, even though I kept calling them and telling them somebody was breaking in. They told me I could not have a gun and that I have 30 days to vacate.
Brother, doctor, what's the prognosis, man? What do we think about this?
Unfortunately, a 14-year-old lost his life. Unfortunately, she did call the police earlier that day and said her house was burglarized. You know, in the state of Texas, you have the right to defend your property at all times. Mm-hmm. I know the diagnosis and the prognosis is that she wasn't supposed to have a gun, but in the state of Texas, I don't know where it says that anymore, because anybody in the state of Texas can have a gun. That was a law that was just passed.
And how does that make you feel?
Feel like I'm back at square one. I've been there for 6 years, so now I don't know what to do.
This case is going to the grand jury. It's a referral, as they call it, and they're going to let citizens decide. What do you want people to know about you, Aaliyah Wallace?
That I was only protecting my kids. I have 4 daughters. It's just me and my 4 daughters that stay there. I just was protecting my daughters.
So the problem is he wasn't all the way in the house when she shot, because she shot outside the house. It's probably what's going to get her. But I do believe she's in the right and she's going to get off, even though they're trying to say she committed murder because he wasn't in the house. I think she did the right thing. She protected her home, because there's no way to tell what he would have did once he got there. It was early in the morning. So on my side, in my opinion, I do believe she did the right thing by protecting her house and her children.
How do you feel about what happened?
I do believe, if I'm wrong, that is called the castle law, I presume. Is it the castle law? Castle law? Okay, yep. So now we got that understood. And we're saying that the kid was located out the window, so that wouldn't be covered by the castle law doctrine, correct? As I'm trying to paint the picture?
It is, because the castle law now is from your property, is from your sidewalk all the way to your house. And so to him touching the window and pushing it up, that is her property.
Mm,
So from your sidewalk all the way in is your property.
mm.
So that's consumed her property. So as long as he's touching the window and pushing it up, he's already on her property.
All right. Now we got Brother Jay down in Tampa, Florida, man. I know you still work under the southern coast, man. But how do you feel about the situation when this news, brought to your timeline?
I'm devastated that he was 14. I hate that. I literally do, and I'm so sorry.
It's a very sad situation, especially where I'm located at. There's a lot of young youth dying out here, and I hate to hear it happening over there as well. And the situation as well, I understand she was protecting her family. And, I would have done the same thing, protect my family, but, and it comes to the question or to the situation, him standing outside the window, I mean, I still consider that, she was still doing the right thing because he's touching her property.
Yeah, that's very true matter. So in conclusion, do we think this woman should face any charges? Dr. Comark?
I believe no, I don't think she should. Um, I know civil lawsuits is going to come up, and she probably take those lawsuits. Those always happen when it comes up. I don't think she should be charged with any type of like murder or manslaughter because she was protecting um her property and her family because there's no telling what he would have did once he got inside. Her daughter was inside of that um window, so no, I don't believe so.
Brother Jay, you got anything in closing that could have went different or anything that could have been done different?
Well, as far as I know, I really don't know much detail on how, if she announced herself or, what I'm saying, if she announced that she had a weapon on her. That I still don't know, but, I still think she did the right thing.
Short takes live from the job.
I didn't know he was 14 when he was on the other side of that window. All I knew that somebody could come in here and hurt me or my kids. That's it.
So now Wallace lived in federally subsidized housing. We're seeking clarity on whether she can be evicted. She's concerned that if she is convicted, it would be difficult to find new housing for her and her 4 girls. We called the apartment complex today. The manager there told us to call the corporate office. We did so. The corporate office said, get your information from the local apartment complex. No answers for our questions today.